Hey, you. You're finally awake. And with that, welcome back to the Half Past Sheev podcast. This is Frank. That's Mike.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How you feeling, grand buddy?
I'm feeling grand, like you said. I'm feeling great. Feeling quite great. What about you, Frank?
I'm ecstatic.
Ecstatic.
Half Past Sheev podcast is now on technically 9 platforms. 7 of the platforms are absolutely I don't think anyone uses them, but we made it, bro.
I think 6. Okay, six of them. Okay, we're on fucking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and a lot of other ones.
Podbox,
Overbox,
BuzzFeed,
Overcast.
All that shit.
We're on a lot of shit.
Basically, we recorded last week's podcast. My expectation was that we're just going to get on YouTube, that we're not going to be able to get on anything else.
Oh, we're on YouTube.
yeah, fucking. Of course, we're on YouTube. I
hope you're one of the 5 subscribers on YouTube right now. Hopefully, add to that number.
Sad enough, 4 of those subscribers are my emails.
You know what's worse? The other one's mine. You don't have 1 subscriber.
Basically, we record it and we're sitting after the recording, trying to mess with things, trying to get our RSS feed. If you don't know, it's a podcast thing. It's the fucking link to the podcast.
Yeah, we're cool. We learned about that
we know. Slap up, bro.
We just made a handshake right on the spot.
My sister's going to hate us for that.
She's going to hate us, absolutely.
And then all of a sudden we get a notification from the app, which we will explain that in a future video, or future podcast, excuse me, that we're on Spotify. And we're like, no way that we're on Spotify. I thought that was you had to be a pro.
It was literally within not even an hour, I think, of us processing and putting us on Anchor. Yeah. Anchor was like, hey, you're on Spotify.
You just exposed it. Yes, we use Anchor. It's a great app. We'll talk about it later.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, we got on Spotify. I was like, that's awesome. We can put on YouTube. That's a great start. And then I think we submitted it to Apple Podcasts that night. And we're like, It said, it's going to probably take 2 weeks to let you know. We're like, okay, whatever. The next day I'm listening to the podcast. I'm like, oh my God, this is interesting. We can get better, but we're here now we got a lot to talk about.
The good thing is we can go nowhere but up. I don't think we can go any further down.
Agree. I absolutely agree.
So I think we can go anywhere.
Basically, every day after Saturday night when we recorded episode 1, I would literally wake up to notifications. Your podcast is on this now, on this now, on this now. We're on all different types of platforms. And then comes Monday, which we might as well dive into this. If you can't tell, I don't sound like a nasally 12-year-old anymore because we're not using Xbox mics anymore. We just dove in and we're going to make good content now. We got
HyperX. Oh my God, you remember the name. I did not expect that.
The Quadcast boy.
His homework.
Nice ass Mike, my boy from Geek Squad, hooked us up.
One perk about working at Geek Squad, you get some nice discounts on some things.
Yeah. I hope it sounds great. It looks really cool. It's lit up all red.
It looks cool.
Is it the same brand as your computer?
No, this is an Asus.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I don't know.
It's the same brand. Oh, no, man. Oh, it's the same brand as the headphones that we were using.
That I was using, that made me sound like a nasally freak.
No. The one I was using was also
the ones you were. Oh, so they're both HyperX?
Yeah, they're both HyperX.
Okay, cool.
Just one is the older one, and one's the newer one.
Back to our story. Monday was a great day. Basically, he went to work. He picked up the mic. So I'm already excited. I'm at work we're about to get this wonderful mic, have some great content. We have everything in the palm of our hands. I'm sitting there studying for my personal training certification. I get a notification on my phone. Apple Podcasts has approved your podcast.
You left out the best part. So I was already home from work at that point.
I'm sorry.
I just gave him the fucking mic. And I put it down. He's like, oh, very cool. I'm like, you have to wait for me until I get home because I was going out. I don't fucking remember where I went. But as I was leaving, I just heard, the fuck? What the fuck? He's like, Mike.
I was screaming.
We are on iTunes. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to fucking scream into the mic. I don't want to ear rape.
I'll scream into the mic, bro. I'll ear rape anybody I want.
Alrighty then.
I love you. Sister's going to hate that. My little sister criticized the fuck out of us.
But you know what? We're hoping we can get better from it.
She's literally the only listener we want to improve.
True. That's also because we haven't heard from you guys. If you guys don't know, we have an Instagram and a YouTube. You could leave comments, let us know how we can get better. You could also just tell us we suck, but you know what? That'll make us feel like we need to get better for you guys.
Most definitely hit up our Instagram, Half Past Sheev Podcast, at Instagram, we got some nice content.
Hashtag halfpastseeve.com.net.
We're jumping ahead, bro. We're jumping ahead.
Continue.
Monday, we got an Apple Podcast, and we got the new mic, so we're set up to succeed. And then basically the next few days, we got a Google Podcast, I don't even think we're on it. Like, we got the email saying that we're on it, and there's a link, but when you click on the link, it doesn't work.
I don't know if I fucked it up because I literally submitted it to Google Podcasts when I found it, but then I realized Anchor also tries to submit it to Google Podcasts for you. So I don't know if it like tried to double submit, and then it's like, you're on it, but like you're not because you double submitted and now you fucked yourself over. But it also said like it takes up to a week. So I'm like, it just hit a week technically today.
Yeah.
Or actually, I think tomorrow will hit a week from when I first submitted it. So for all you Android users, if you could even hear us right now, because we're not in a Google Podcast.
You inhuman fucks.
Jesus. Frank. It's 2020, okay? Phones for everybody.
I like Androids, I'm not going to lie. So
Androids are nice. Yeah, no, I can't. As a Geek Squad agent, I can't deny it's personal preference. Personal preference. But hopefully we're on there soon. If not already, I haven't been able to check today.
Here,
so I should be fine.
Basically, let me give y'all a quick update on every single platform that we are on.
9 of them.
Obviously,
10.
Okay, so we're on Anchor, which I'm sure no one really uses unless you use the app to make your own podcast. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, CastBox. They're all apps and websites. Google Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, and Radio Public, and of course YouTube. It's all at Half Past Sheev. It's not Half Past Sheev Podcast. It's just Half Past Sheev.
Because we are Half Past Sheev. We'll go into that someday when we realize what it means.
Yes, perfect, beautiful. But definitely hit up the Instagram. I'll be posting some nice memes. We did set up a wonderful setup, or more so me, because your bitch ass was late. But
listen, it's only 2 a.m. here right now. Okay, we have plenty of time.
Last week after recording, we're like, we should totally do this a little earlier. Get done at 12. Go to bed early. You can go to work on time. Here we are, 2 a.m. We're going to be done at 4.
We're actually later than we were the first time.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, sponsored by Rockstar. I'm totally joking, but we are chugging Rockstars to stay awake right now. So we do it for you.
For sure. But we got this sick setup going on. If you want to check it out, hit up that sexy Instagram. I posted a nice video. We got the Infinity Gauntlet. We got Kylo's lightsaber. We got some comic books going on. We got a Goku figure.
Hashtag Goku.
Oblivion, the room out. We got
Battlefront 2. Jesus.
Battlefront 2 over there?
Oh, Battlefront's 2 over there.
Woo!
Great Game Boy Advanced, for all you people who remember Game Boy Advanced. Oh. Not even the flippy one, not the SP. We're talking about the normal Game Boy Advanced.
That brings me back, dude, because I remember being in I had a bunk bed for a period of time, and I remember being in there and had to bring a flashlight up. Had to prop the flashlight up and then put my Game Boy in front of the flashlight. And then I finally got, what was it, the Game Boy Advanced?
SP. So this is the Advanced. So you had
the one that flips open?
Yeah, it was called the SP.
Yeah, the one with the light up screen. I was like, ooh, this shit is nice.
I could play games in the dark without anybody yelling at me.
Sure.
That was the downside of the fucking flashlight, is that be like, go to bed. All right. Fucking shines a huge ass flashlight on your
Mom, buddy, sir, what's going on in there?
I'm reading. Bullshit. Pulls open the sheets.
True story. I used to sneak read comic books at night by taking the Bible. I had a Bible in my room and sticking comic books in between the pages. So I'd be reading the Bible and there'd be comic books in between it. And my parents were like, he's reading the Bible. Really interesting. I'm secretly reading Green Lantern's killing Sinestro, stuff like that.
You are going to hell if it exists. Who knows? I don't know. But it's okay.
Anyways, good sir, we're thriving here. We're up to 30-some views on the podcast. That's pretty good. It's more than
for the first one.
Exceeded my expectations for how shitty the first episode was.
That was pretty bad.
Speaking of, I have to clear this. I corrected you.
We listened back.
I listened to the whole thing because I drive all day and I listen to multiple podcasts all day. I listen to ours, and I literally, this is how it goes. Michael's like, yeah, in episode 9, and then I go, you mean episode 7? No, I just messed it up myself.
Yeah. You're always fucking shit up, man.
How
no, because I was talking about episode 9. I was like, oh, some episode 9, and then you're like, don't you mean episode 9? And I was like, that's what I said. You're like, no, you said episode 7. I'm like, did I? You're like, oh yeah, you said episode 7.
But he completely said episode 9. I just had a complete stroke.
It's okay. Should you go to the hospital? Are you okay, Frank?
No, but I'm here, and we have an hour podcast to fill, or however the fuck long we make this thing. But besides the point, how was your week?
Listen, I was really fucking happy. So Amazon, right? I don't order off Amazon.
You know it's a good story when someone starts off with Amazon, right?
I don't. Okay, so I really don't order off of Amazon often. Your father fucking orders the world from Amazon.
I love Amazon.
It is. They're great. I for some reason, I just don't order online.
Who's the guy that owns it?
Who's the guy that owns
Jeff
Bezos?
He makes a fuck ton of money every second.
Makes a lot of money.
He hit $1 trillion, I thought, like this week or something.
Did he? Well, because Amazon itself was close to $1 trillion, then hit $1 trillion and kind of dropped and went back up. So I have no idea.
Go ahead.
But while you're looking that up, Amazon, right? I order it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Amazon joins the $1 trillion club again after knockout earnings report.
Yeah, because it was like dropped, it went up, it dropped. But anyways, stop fucking throwing me off.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, I'm sorry. So that I ordered it.
Don't call me a bitch.
It was like, hey.
Just because I'm slightly drunk doesn't mean I rock your shit.
Off on a tangent here. I was slightly drunk on vacation, okay? And I was just like having a grand old time.
Yeah, I think I was like talking shit to you or
Frank
something.
said something mildly shit talking, not even like that bad at all. I just said, don't think because I'm.
No, he like
drunk,
in his flamingo Hawaiian shirt squares up on me. Hard as fuck, tensing his face. Just because I'm slightly drunk doesn't mean I won't rock your shit. I was just like, oh.
I was having a grand old time that time.
All right,
anyways,
Amazon. Stop interrupting me.
So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm getting it tomorrow, hopefully. And I'll let you know why, hopefully. So I ordered a Darth Vader helmet, the Black Series Darth Vader helmet, which will go paired with my Kylo Ren helmet, which is quite nice. Gorgeous.
We'll bring it down and flex it on the fucking setup.
I just realized it's also worth like $400, I guess, because they don't sell it anymore.
What?
Yes. I'm like, hey,
the helmet upstairs.
Yes, sir.
It's worth $400.
I guess.
Isn't that like a $50 helmet?
It was. Something like that. Maybe close to 80. I don't know. But
shit.
Oh yeah. Making the big returns on my investments.
See, now it comes the question, do you sell it now to make money? Do you keep it?
I'm keeping that shit.
But it might not be worth anything because they might make more Kylo Ren.
But I also didn't buy it. My mom bought it for me for my birthday.
Okay.
How you gonna make me sell my present, you bitch?
This is literally the more we talk, the more stories I have. So you need to finish your story.
I know.
Because
okay.
This is just reminding me of
Darth Vader helmet. I'm ordering it. It was like, oh, would you like to do free shipping, or would you like to pay $9 for a little bit faster, or $16 for like Saturday or something like that?
Right.
This is like on a Wednesday we're talking about, and I'm like a Wednesday at like 1 a.m. So like it just turned Wednesday.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna order this. I ordered it. It was like, I just did standard shipping. I'm like, I don't really need it that fast. Not like I'm like going to fucking a convention. I need to fucking get the shit out of my head as soon as I can.
Right.
So I order it. It's like, oh yeah, 4 to 6 days or some shit. I get here February 4th or whatever. So again, this is like a week.
Reasonable for free shipping.
Pretty reasonable for free shipping. So I order at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. Excuse me, on Wednesday. So on Wednesday night, I look at my phone. It's like, it's gonna be arriving tomorrow. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, tomorrow. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sometimes they do that.
They
shit.
do
They're
that, and like I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong, but like
full feed hyperface.
I'm trying to think what would have happened if I paid for the $16 shipping. Were they gonna fucking show up in 2 seconds, knocking on my door like your fucking package is here? I'm like, whoa,
some, like flowers and like a $50 Amazon gift card or something.
Here you go, sir. Thank you. Quite tasty.
So you got it.
So so it gets delivered. I'm like, cool.
It was broken.
I got it delivered. No, I wish. I actually kind of wish it was broken. I fucking got it, and it was this $30 fucking kids version of this like Darth Vader Halloween mask. I'm like, bruh, I did not just pay like $100 for this.
Oh my God.
Like, are you kidding me? I was like, you should have taken your time to ship it if you were going to give me the right product. Like, bruh.
Oh my God.
So I immediately returned and ordered it again. So hopefully I'll get it on
But
tomorrow.
you paid like a reasonable price for the helmet you wanted, right?
Yeah,
so
for the helmet I wanted, that's a completely normal price for it. But for the helmet I got, that is not a normal price for that. I was like, bro, I could literally go to Target and buy this right now.
That's a big oof, man.
It was quite a major oof. I was quite upset.
You should call Amazon and complain. They got your dopamine levels up super fucking hyped to see your helmet.
I don't get sad often. I don't get like angry or upset. I was fucking livid. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
You should have taken. Did you take a picture of it?
I was going to. I wanted to.
Like, how shitty was the helmet? Was it like a helmet that you would buy
at
like Target?
Look up. It's like Darth Vader Rogue One or some shit.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure it's called like the Darth Vader Rogue One helmet or something like that.
So this new helmet is gonna match.
It should match Kylo Ren's helmet, and then I want to get Darth Vader's lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge.
Really cool.
Which is really cool. My friend has one, and I'm probably just going to take it from him. No, but yeah, I just couldn't believe it. So I immediately went to Kohl's and immediately returned it, which, by the way, they were very nice about it. They didn't say anything. They're like, "Oh, you're returning this?" I'm like, "Yep, wrong item." They're like, "Okay." So.
Oh, yeah, Kohl's does do that.
Mm-hmm. So I returned it, got my money back immediately. It came back as an Amazon gift card for now until it was going to go back to my credit card. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna order the helmet. And I'm pretty sure they're going out of stock. So if anybody wants one, you better order it now, because what I see is it went up. Literally since when I ordered it, it went up from $99 to like $120. So it was like $20 extra, but still.
Damn, motherfucker! Should we back to money on a Darth Vader helmet?
But it's so cool. Okay, but this is what they fucking gave me. Yeah.
Stop.
Yes, this is what they gave me.
Okay, if you guys really want to see, tell them what it's called.
Star Wars Rogue One Darth Vader electronic voice change mask.
If you're too lazy to look that up, I'm gonna post on the Instagram right after this podcast.
We're gonna do like a side by side of what I should have gotten compared to what they sent me.
Oh my God, that's disappointing. I got a bunch of stuff in the mail. What did I get? Oh well, we got the mic. That was exciting to get. I got this fantastic new comic book. My when I was younger, I got really into the Batman New 52 comics, and it was written by a guy named Scott Snyder, and the artist was Greg Capullo. Greatest. Are
you about to tell me about this fucking dank ass comic you have sitting right in front of you right now?
Absolutely. Check out the Insta. I'm fucking plugging that Insta. Follow that bitch. Anyways, they're gonna hate me on Instagram.
It's okay.
Basically, Scott Snyder. He had wrote some Batman stuff before the New 52, which I can always...
Wait, Zack Snyder?
Did I say Zack Snyder?
No, you said Scott. I was totally fucking with you.
Man. Jesus Christ. I know. I was like, maybe if his name's Zack Snyder, he'll be good because he's like Scott Snyder, but no.
No.
But that is a rant for another day.
A completely different day. If you guys want that, let us know, and we will talk about DC's, I think, Horde universe. Okay, some movies are good. Okay, sorry.
Stop.
Yeah, we got to cut ourselves off. Okay.
No tangents. Basically, he like wrote horror.
The show is made of tangents. Continue.
He wrote like horror comic books. Like he wrote like this vamp. I'm gonna fuck this up. I think it was a vampire comic. I'm a little rusty. I haven't dove into comic books in a while. Okay. But he wrote a bunch of really good, like kind of spookier tone, like a darker tone on comics. And when he took over Batman, he made it like a spooky ass tone with an amazing illustrator, and it was just phenomenal. They were the best team ever with the best hero, and issues 1 through 40 is literally the best Batman stories of all time. I highly recommend it. Look it up. But basically, they're writing their last Batman story. It's called Batman: The Last Night on Earth. It's a 3-series mini comic series from DC Black Label, which is like the rated R comics, which is pretty cool.
I think it's cool that they have that. I don't think Marvel has that, as far as I know.
I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to Marvel.
I really don't pay attention to comic books in general. Besides that Kylo Ren comic book.
For real, I need to cop that. I don't pay attention like I used to DC Comics. That's why I'm like rusty with all. Like if you're super into something and like 3 years later you're like have some of the info left.
Right. Especially if you like haven't caught up with it at all. You're like, wait, what the fuck has happened here?
Yeah, and then you catch up and buy all the shit. But basically, I haven't read any of it yet because I want to sit down and read it all because I didn't buy the second one in time and it's out of stock, so I have to fucking buy the second one. But I got this one. That one's pretty cool. It looks great. I don't know what's going on. It looks like Batman's fighting a like different version of Batman.
It looks like he's fighting Batman with smaller ears and a red line down his side. Is that Kylo Ren in the Batman's costume?
There's a high possibility.
He has like the fucking crack down the side and shit. It could be like his new helmet.
Oh yes.
I'm talking about the Rise of Skywalker now, not the like the
I get it.
Colin Trevorrow or whatever the hell his name is. I'm kind of happy they didn't go with him because then, we would have had 3 completely different directors.
All right, this is our only segment. We're talking about Star Wars, and then we're diving into a whole bunch of other topics.
Okay.
Hop on the picture, Brad. You on the picture?
Boy, I'm already on that picture, bro.
Okay, so
I'm kidding. Wait, I need to open it.
Once again,
Okay.
If you want to see the picture we're looking at, go to Instagram.com, look up Half Past Sheev podcast on Instagram. Click on our picture of Kylo Ren. You'll know what I'm talking about.
You know which one. This is literally the only one that could be Kylo Ren.
So my thoughts of this picture is, I think that's a cool ass mask. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool.
No, thank you.
Not for
Kylo.
Not for the character they've already.
No, dude. Like his other helmet is so good. Like it would just completely change everything.
This would be awesome if, like they were saying about Old Republic, and they're saying his lightsaber is supposed to be like based off of an older lightsaber design. This would be awesome if this was supposed to be like an Old Republic Sith or something like that.
Yeah,
I think that would be really cool.
I agree.
But for Kylo himself, I don't think, especially coming off of Episode 8 of how that went, I don't think that would have been too good for him there.
No, it basically would have gone from Kylo in 8, who is not like a you know what I mean? He's not like. This guy looks like a fucking badass. He looks like he's just like the evil embodiment of evil. And that's not what he is at the end of 8. He's like a fucked up teenager at the end of 8.
Yeah.
I bet you are! It's like, fuck, man.
I want to kind of give them a little bit. So, if you guys can't get to any form of internet currently because you're like driving or something, we're talking about Kylo Ren's concept art where it looks like
from the Duel of Fates.
From Duel of Fates. It looks like he's wearing basically almost like a Mandalorian helmet. Kind of. It's
made of Beskar.
It's made of Beskar, yeah.
Beskar?
Beskar, yeah.
Beskar. Excuse me, my uncultured swine bitch ass.
Wow. Get out right now.
I'm sorry.
Take the room and get out.
I'm sorry.
But
go turn that on and watch that.
That's your punishment. Kidding. It's a great movie, obviously.
Great movie.
But his helmet kind of looks Mandalorian-ish. And it's cool, don't get me wrong. It kind of reminds me of like Revan, but it's not Kylo. It's really not.
I'm extremely happy they did not go with it.
Yeah, I actually really like the cracked helmet because I understand like the symbolism, kind of, so to speak, is that he's just kind of putting back up that facade that he's supposed to be a strong Sith, which we already know it's not the point at this point.
Take that silly thing off.
Oh,
it's like, fuck you, dude. That's like the coolest thing of the fucking sequels.
That is really cool. Dude, Kylo Ren, I think Adam Driver kind of like carried the sequels on his back for most of it. Don't get me wrong, I do like Rey and all that, but I think Kylo was probably one of the most...
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me?
All of last episode we talked about Star Wars. I have promised people...
I'm sorry.
That we are not doing this.
Hey, you said you were only going to cut it down to 2 hours of Star Wars?
Yeah, that is it for Star Wars. I guarantee you we're going to talk about it later, though. It's going to come up some way or form, but...
Star Wars is universal, okay? It comes up anywhere. You can talk about it in any kind of topic. It's everywhere.
We had one request for a topic by a listener.
Oh.
I hope he's a listener, not just some random guy swiping up, but shout out to the homie. I don't have his name.
How dare you?
Let me pull it up. Fill him in, Mike. Entertain him, bro.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? I'm pretty sure I know what the topic is, though. No, it has a video game-esque request, maybe?
Absolutely. Yes.
Has to do with what's on this table right now, kind of. Starts with Elder, may end with Scrolls. Maybe one of the newest titles, maybe Skyrim. We don't know.
All right, so my boy Raleigh.
We're sorry for butchering.
Ramultio 31.
Let me try this. Oh, Romulo, right? Romulo?
Again, I am slightly autistic.
Romulo.
Romulo 31.
It sounds
He's the
like
only guy that swiped up and said a topic. He said Skyrim maybe, and of course Skyrim. Of course. So shout out to my boy.
Maybe? No, Skyrim definitely.
Skyrim definitely, dude. I was obsessed with that game. What do you think about the six game? What's your ideal setting,
dude? My ideal? Oh, dude, there's too many. To be honest, okay, I'm a really big fan of the Red Guards. I think they're really cool.
Hammerfell?
Like the wire. Yeah, I think Hammerfell would be really cool. Or like kind of a mixture, because I think Hammerfell and High Rock are right next to each other, if I'm not mistaken. So they had like a kind of a mixture of those two. I know they technically did those in like one of the first 2 games, but those 2 games, those games weren't.
Bro,
even
I can't even play
considered
Oblivion anymore.
I know. I keep hearing it's great. I'm hoping the Sky Oblivion that they come out with, that's part of the reason why I have a gaming computer in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I hope when they come out with that, it's great and I can play it and kind of still get that same feeling, because I totally want to play it. It's just coming from Skyrim to that is just a big jump down, I feel like, because part of it's just because Bethesda waits so long until like, hey, you know what? We're gonna release another Elder Scrolls, because Elder Scrolls or Skyrim came out fucking
2011.
I think 2011, maybe even earlier than that. I think 2011 though.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's 2011. Fuck, dude. 8 years ago, almost 9 years ago now.
It was 9 years ago if it was 2011, guy.
Well, it depends on what time of the year it came out.
It was 9 years ago, bro. Just fuck off.
Almost
that is a long ass time to not get a game, and they're basically just waiting out for the new console.
Well, and you know what the best part of though is Skyrim is still popular. People are still talking about and playing Skyrim. Skyrim has always been in the question of video games since 2011. You know that's when you know you have a great game, but that's also when you know that the next one needs to be good, or else you're going to get completely destroyed by your fan base. Because Fallout 4, I personally did not like. I think New Vegas.
I never got into Fallout. I like.
I did. Fallout 3 was good.
I've always loved Lord of the Rings. That's why I played Skyrim.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. You know, I like Lord of the Rings, but I don't think I've ever played a Lord of the Rings game. They have some.
You've played Shadow of Mordor, bro.
Shit, you are right. And Shadow of War. Those are great games.
You played both of them. They're great.
I did play both of them.
You fucking idiot.
I still haven't seen The Hobbit, though.
You want to hear my ideal setting?
Oh.
Let me slap this hot, steamy info down for you. So, I think the best... We're not doing that ever again.
I'm sorry.
I've been trying to quietly sip this entire time. I hope this beautiful mic is not... Shout out Quadcast. Not picking it up. But I want it to be Elder Scrolls 6 Somerset Isles, where we get the 3 places.
Oh, that would be really
They can
cool.
fucking do it, dude. They can do it. They can make a giant game where you have to fast travel between the continents. It would be elsewhere, Valenwood and the Somerset Isles.
Okay, I can see that.
And it could be about the Great War, and it could just take place there, which would be so...
Because I thought you were trying to say, like, it should be, like, based mostly in Somerset Isles. Because I'm like, there's literally all elves, and they would just be like, fuck all you guys, get out of here. Like, I feel like there would be no way to have the other races
I want to see Valenwood so bad.
That would be really cool. You're right, actually. Fuck High Rock and Hammerfall. I'd rather see those.
Like that, I feel like that's super cool.
I mean, if we play Elder Scrolls Online, we'd technically be able to see some of those, but like, it's just not the same. So
me and my boy Jack, shout out to that guy, old friend of mine. We're in the beginning of summer. I think we played some ESO, but then we kind of just fucking got
just like
just
kind of dropped.
You just got to put a lot of time into it.
You really do. We don't have the time to do that.
All I have time is to grind it out in Battlefront 2. I'm grinding out Maul and Ray, and we're not talking about Star Wars anymore.
We are not, but I haven't played that in a long time. I still haven't beat Fallen Order, even though I literally 100%ed all the worlds. I just haven't beat the story. I don't know why. But Skyrim, great game. I think Valenwood and Elsewhere would be really cool, especially Somerset Isles, obviously. But I just feel like that like jungle kind of biome and kind of like woody and all that kind of stuff.
And then we get like the beach, like tropical thing with the Khajiits.
Like I think that'd be really cool.
And then we can see all the elven structures. Would be really. It's really awesome. Cool. It's really fucking cool. And ESO.
I know. Fuck, dude. That's why the only reason why I want to play is because you get all of that, but you also have to spend so much to get that. Like I don't have the money to spend like $30 per expansion just to be like, these are all very pretty, and then never play them ever again.
If you're super into it, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, remember that book that I bought?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls, like, lore book. Dude, it's actually really cool. I have no idea where it is.
How much was that? Like $20?
It was half-price books. I don't know if you guys have ever been to half-price books. I don't even know if they're a chain at all.
That's where I cop all my graphic novels.
Yeah. They're literally half-priced books. That's literally what they're called.
It's like $9 for a graphic novel.
Yeah. And then
can't beat it.
I'm pretty sure the book that I bought was originally supposed to be like $40, and I think I got it for $20. And it's like a leather bound. Pretty sure it came with a collector's edition of Elder Scrolls Online. And it's really cool. It has all the artwork and all that into it. I need to read it more because I think it has lore and stuff that I just haven't read. But it's really cool. And I need to read it.
Sounds very hot and moist.
It does. The biggest reason I feel like I haven't gotten more into Elder Scrolls recently is because I just don't want to get too hyped for the new game and then not get it for like 3 years because I want to finish that Starfield game first, which is basically Elder Scrolls in space from what I hear.
I'm fine. I'm fine for now. But
You're fine for now. That's what I'm saying. I think I am fine for now, especially with mods and everything on Skyrim, which
I can't play
fucked
Skyrim
up
anymore.
our save files, you bastard.
I can't play Skyrim anymore.
I can't because my save files are corrupted.
Sorry.
It's okay, I suppose, even though Bella is pissed at you. She's actually not pissed, but she's like, I want to play Skyrim, but I want to restart it. Because, as we all know, you're listening to, hey, you're finally awake. You've crossed a border for like 50 times?
No. It depends on where you're listening to it. If you're
Obviously.
re-listening to Half Past Sheev podcast episode 2, then you're in the right spot.
That is true. That is very true. But if you're playing Skyrim for the 70th time and you're listening to that again, you're in the wrong spot. They do have a mod actually to change like where you start in it.
Oh my god. We should make a Skyrim mod reviewing like section of our fucking podcast. Let us know if you want that
if
shit.
you actually want that, because I would actually be down for doing that. That'll get me to play Skyrim again.
Well, we can talk about this mod. It's a fantastic mod. It basically, like, I would get into the game, make characters, and create stories for them. And you basically get a pick where you start off. So you can start off in the Thieves Guild. You can start off in a shipwreck for the Red Guard. You can start off camping. You can start off doing whatever as a vampire. Like, it just is. It's called the alternate start mod, right?
Right. And the biggest part of it is because since it's a role-playing game, they don't want to just be like, that's the big thing.
Dragonborn.
Right, that's the thing that always took you out,
Dragonborn.
is because they're like, oh my god, you're the Dragonborn. You're like, no, I'm a super mage vampire. But since they always, they always push that Dragonborn on you, you're always kind of like, well, that takes me
I
out of
never
my
played
character.
the vanilla fucking start.
I did. When I first played
I
played.
did, but once I got the mod,
yeah.
never
it was
again.
over.
Never
Vanilla
again.
start who?
I basically picked the start for my main character, who was a dumber,
Right.
dark elf. He's a vampire or whatever. I'll get into that another day. We'll go in depth on our characters. I know me and you got some nice stories.
I do have
They
some nice
intertwine
stories.
with each other.
They kind of do. Well, because mine's for my character named Malachi.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's what the kid
Not
names.
your red guard.
My red guy. I don't remember him at all anymore.
I kind of remember him.
I kind of do.
But my guy, I think I picked a start where he lived in Windhelm in the Grey Quarter. He slept under the stairs, and I made like intertwine that into a story. So it was pretty cool.
If anybody wants to hear our stories of our Skyrim characters, we'll make a special Skyrim character telling podcast, because we used to literally go on for like literally hours about this. So if you want to hear that and what we made for our own headcanon for our characters, let us know either on YouTube or Instagram or really any other way to
once
contact
E3
us.
happens, they're probably going to release some stuff about Elder Scrolls 6.
Be so great.
We'll talk about it for sure, but as of right now, the
pretty
big
close,
topics are like
actually.
Star Wars and whatnot.
When is E3?
In the summer, I thought.
Well,
It's in the
but
the summer.
I think February, maybe March.
Is it?
E3? I'm pretty sure it's sometime soon, if I'm not mistaken. E3 2020 Expo.
You know what happened on Thursday, bro?
Oh, June. I'm way off. Fucking June 9th to the 11th.
I told you.
And I call myself a gamer. I should just quit while I'm ahead.
Shit.
Wait, what happened though?
You know what happened Thursday?
Obviously I don't, because you're asking me, which means I don't know.
Jake Paul versus
Oh my god. I was
Edson Gibb.
Wait, versus who?
I don't know. And Edson Gibb.
I think that's KSI.
KSI's friend, yeah.
No, I think that's KSI himself.
No, it's not. He did not fight KSI.
No, I'm saying I think they're going because he fought Logan and he won, so now Jake wants to fight KSI.
Yeah. They want to fight.
Because all I know is that I was at my friend's. He's like, "Oh, KSI versus Jake." I'm like, "Don't you mean Logan?" He's like, "No, they're doing KSI versus Jake." I'm like,
Next.
"Why though?"
Jake just fought
that's
some other
next.
guy and beat him.
They just need to stop. It's not cool. It's not funny. Actually, it's hilarious. It's pretty stupid. Not gonna lie.
I know in the last episode I bashed Logan and KSI's fight, but I think it's kind of cool. Maybe they could bring their like a YouTube boxing thing. But
I will say, I think it'd be cool.
Jake looked pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
If they
Can't
do
even
it,
lie.
it was Logan who did that.
No, Jake just fought this
Oh,
Thursday.
sorry. Yeah, I don't keep up with any of them.
I've been watching Logan Paul's videos and I kind of enjoy them.
I don't know you anymore. This
You gotta
podcast
watch
is
them.
over.
You
We're gonna
can't-
leave.
You can't shit on them if you don't watch them, bro.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I can't.
But there was a video where like I think Jake and Greg Paul, the dad, were getting mad at each other or something, and Greg goes, "You started off as a blowjob, son." I was like, Oh my god, time to delete this.
Got
This fucking
him.
family, dude.
Walmart.
Walmart! Suck your mom!
I don't know if anybody even remembers that one drama between Logan and KSI and Jake and Deji, I think his name was.
Yeah, no,
The
Deji was
whole
just
thing.
absent from the boxing thing because he came in looking like a fucking sack of potatoes and got his ass beat.
It was a whole
He actually put up
thing
a
on
decent
YouTube.
fight.
Did he? I literally didn't. The only one I watched was that one Logan versus KSI for review.
The newest one?
But it was like, it was a whole thing on YouTube. It was so stupid. I felt so bad for all of the actual boxers who had to sit there and like listen to these people yell out Walmart for about a half an hour straight.
I highly recommend this YouTube video. If you haven't seen it, look up PewDiePie reviewing the
KSI versus, or the conference or something like that.
the KSI Logan Paul 1 conferences. Or
Yeah, you
whatever
should be able to
call
find
them.
it pretty easy.
Press
if you look up,
conferences. Press conferences.
Right. If you look up PewDiePie, Jake Paul, KSI, it'd probably feel like.
Oh,
the
he
very
does
first
such a
video.
great job. They're so hilarious.
They're so hilarious. Walmart! And then I love, and then he fast forward to the next one, which is the like the one months later, something like that in London. And it's like, what do they say? They say like boo or something. They say something, and then the Jakes go, "Can't you say something else?" And Pewdie's like, "Oh, you mean like Walmart?"
What were they saying though?
I can't remember. They were being so stupid though, dude.
Next episode, I'll know what they say.
Oh,
and then Deji,
suck your mom.
PewDiePie's like, yeah, he's like, and then Deji delivered the roast of roasts. Suck your mom. Suck your mom. It's like, what does that even mean?
Oh,
What the fuck does that mean, bro? What does that mean?
It must be. I don't know. Okay, if there's anybody who's listening from like the UK and you guys know, is that like an actual thing you guys say? Like, is that something we should be knowing about, or what? Because like I'm very confused by that saying.
Some people get up there.
Like, are we sucking her toes? Like, what's going on here?
As a UFC fan, like I watch all the press conferences. And shout out. UFC, John Jones is fighting next weekend. Tune in. Dominic Reyes.
Boy, Johnny J?
He's about to beat the fuck out of this guy. You already know. John Jones is a fucking savage. He's going to rape the shit out of him. He gets knocked out in like 4 seconds.
Yeah, right. It's going to be a war. Immediate knockout. That was calling back to when Frank here and his father watched the Masvidal versus Ben Askren, I believe.
I'm
right?
really impressed you remember their names. Yeah.
Oh, Masvidal's my boy.
July. Yeah, July
Yeah,
this year.
yeah. And
My dad,
literally. So if you guys don't already know, that fight was literally a basically record-breaking 5-second knockout. And right before
maybe
the
7.
bell rings, maybe 7 seconds, something like that. Right before the bell rings, his father goes, "This is gonna be a war," and then immediately
snap of the
5
finger,
seconds in,
knock the fuck out. I'm just sitting there like, oh my fucking god, holy shit!
Oh wow, that was just like
the UFC is great. You got to get into it, bruh.
I know, I really do. And out of all the sports, that's actually something I'm more interested in than like Super Bowl, which is tomorrow. Holy shit!
Oh my god, it is. Are you watching it with us? We're getting Litos, you know.
After Geek Squad, bro. You know, always gotta do.
All right, we're gonna get our hot picks going on right now. We just talked over ourselves bad, and we're probably ear raping the fuck out of you right now.
You're so sorry.
All I do is that.
Oh.
Chiefs versus 49ers.
I don't know.
49ers got a great defense.
Okay.
They got their
name a player I may know.
You don't know anymore.
Exactly.
Richard Sherman. Do you know Richard Sherman?
Oh my god, Richard Sherman. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Okay. He was on the Legion of Boom back in the day. That's so weird to say back in the day. That was like my fucking like junior high days. But basically the quarterback of the 49ers was the guy he was drafted by the Patriots and sat behind Brady for the longest time, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I know that name. Why didn't you just start with that?
You know what Jimmy Garoppolo is?
Because you told me about him like a while ago.
A Sicilian boy. He's Italian. He went to Eastern Illinois University, I think. I might have completely shit the bed again.
You might have.
I'm pretty sure earlier in this podcast I said BuzzFeed instead of Buzzsprout or whatever.
Pretty sure you did. I didn't correct you. I didn't want to take your thunder. But we literally have the access of the internet in our hands, and we are completely guessing.
Hey, we're learning, and if you think this is shit, just
keep tuning in. Keep tuning in and let us know on Instagram so that you could see us get better. maybe, probably, hopefully.
So I'm picking the 49ers. Basically, the Chiefs are insane. Like, their offense is so good. They literally score like a snap of the finger. But I just have faith in my boy Jimmy G and their defense, and I'm picking the 49ers winning a close game.
So do you just look at the Chiefs and you go, this ain't it, Chief?
You just read my mind.
I was going to say, I'll see my way. See my own way out.
You just suckled the thoughts right out of my mind.
Oh, delectable.
One man tried to defeat me. H.R. Pickens, he did not succeed.
If you guys don't know.
Shout out Adam Driver.
Adam Driver, SNL.
My fucking boy. He was just on, too.
He was on again, actually. He did the first show of 2020. And I think he's hilarious, actually. I think he's really great. Whatever other movie he's in with Daniel Radcliffe, I've never seen it, but the only thing I've seen...
The Red and Yellow Knight decided to bring his own outfit from home.
Just look up Adam Driver SNL, you'll find a bunch of funny things. Most of them are good. Some of them, obviously, are
No, my favorite one was he's like... It appears they duct taped the door shut and painted over the doorknob and ordered a toilet from Amazon Prime. Just watch the fucking video, dude. Watch any Adam Driver thing.
Most of them are great, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. Obviously, Undercover Bosses. Hi, I'm Matt. I'm a radar technician.
Second one sucked.
Second one was pretty bad. They had to fit in that "Okay, Boomer" into it. You know that.
I didn't like those.
That was awful because that has no longer been a saying since like a good month or two now.
Okay, Boomer. You're technically older than me, so you qualify as a boomer.
All right, Zoomer. That's right.
Whip.
Even though we're both Gen Z, technically.
Whip. We have some topics we would like to talk about. We have a fantastic segment, everyone. It's going to be called the Movie of the Week. It doesn't have to be a new movie.
Movie Playground. I don't know. You guys come up with the name. Let us know what you think.
I gotta start clapping,
good. But that probably is sounding horrible in their ears. We're sorry.
I already think this is an upgrade from the last episode.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. I would hope so. Please tell me if this expensive mic is not a good upgrade because then I will return this shit. If you're thinking the other things are better, I will just buy another one of those mics.
Anyways, welcome to the Movie of the Week segment. Movie Corner. Frank Mike, Half Past Sheev podcast. You already know.
TM 2020.
The movie we're going to be talking about is the movie Joker. Joaquin Phoenix. Came out and...
I think you're talking about Jared Leto, right?
Shut your ass up.
Talking about
if you fucking talk about Jared Leto one more time, I'm going to leap over this
Who was the other guy?
table.
Something about Ledgers or something like that. I don't know. I just remember Jared Leto, my boy, my Lord and Savior.
Will you just tell me what you think about the goddamn movie?
I think it's wonderful. I think it's fantastic. It's actually not wonderful. I think it's an awful movie, but like awful in a good way, and that like made me feel awful. And I'm like, holy shit. I saw something in a comment that kind of summed it up where it's like the Joker in Dark Knight is scary because you're thinking, how did somebody get like this? Like, how is somebody just this, like, inhuman, so to speak? You're like, holy shit, like, what is going on here? Where the Joker in Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, is like, it's scary because you understand how he came like this, and you kind of, like, sympathize with him, even though he murdered a bunch, like, not a bunch, but a decent amount of people. He's doing some fucked up shit. Like, you kind of sympathize with him, which is what kind of makes it more scary, is because it kind of touches more on the human side. So I think that's kind of the good balance between the two. Or the differences.
Did you like Joaquin as Joker?
Oh, I thought he was great. I thought he was fantastic. I will say sometimes...
He's a great actor.
He's a great actor. I love him. And Walk the Line probably was one of my favorite movies when I was a child. You never seen it? We are watching Walk the Line. Right after this, it's going to be like fucking 4 a.m. We're going to watch it until 6 a.m.
Sorry, dude, but I'm tuning into BoJack season. Off topic as usual.
Dude, tangents are life.
Clap, clap, because I'm not doing that anymore. But...
clap, clap. I like it.
I went on BoJack last night because there's a new season now. I love that show. I highly recommend it.
I've actually never watched it.
Super depressing and super realistic. I really like it. And they came out with a new season, but it's like an extension of the last season. So it's basically they had 6 seasons before and they still have 6 seasons, but now the 6th season has like a bunch of episodes.
Maybe they did it like how Rick and Morty's kind of cutting it in half like season.
I don't know, but it's great. And I'm about to watch that shit. But Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic.
I think the only thing, and even then, it's not really even a negative. Part of me just didn't really like Arthur's voice because it was kind of like really high pitched, I feel like. And in some parts, it was like a little bit too like high pitched. Yeah. But like, it didn't really bother me. I don't know. That's just like, if I was nitpicking on the movie, like something that I had to pick that I did not like, it would be like just literally just that. Besides that, I think the rest of the movie is great.
So basically, as you know, as they don't know, I am as big of a Joker fan as they come. He's my favorite fictional character ever. I love him in comics. Batman animated series Joker is the best Joker ever.
I would push it almost to say he's probably your favorite villain of all time.
He's my favorite fictional character of all time.
Right?
I like him better than any Star Wars character.
I was saying past Star
any Lord
Wars.
of the Rings.
And that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot.
Yeah, I like him better than the Batman. Batman's probably second, just because I love that shit so much. But I love the costume he wears because it gives me like OG vibes. He's got like the purple suit on with the flower. He looks really good. But I actually really love the costume. Like, don't get me wrong, Heath Ledger looks great, but I just like bringing it back to the roots.
Yeah.
But then, don't get me wrong, I don't mind this. The makeup. The makeup kind of was like...
Oh, you didn't like it?
I thought it fit the movie very well.
Yeah.
Because the movie wasn't per se what the Joker we see is usually. It's more of like a realistic Batman taking out Joker psychotic movie, which was really great. It's basically like taking a character and kind of making its own story.
Right.
So it's not like you're going in and seeing a superhero movie or a supervillain movie. Mm-hmm. You're going and watching a movie.
Right. You're watching a movie that happens to be based off of a superhero.
Like when I left, I was pretty disappointed, honestly, but
he told me it was like he didn't tell me it was trash, but he's like, I was really disappointed.
I don't know. I needed to ponder my thoughts, and the more I thought about it, the more I started to like it. I went and saw it a second time, and I loved it.
I think it's great. I really.
But again, I just wish the makeup was like the traditional makeup. I mean, it was good. Just take the blue out. The Joker does not have any blue in his coloration.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it too much.
Ever.
Because that's the thing. Like you're saying, they're making their own take on it, or you know what I'm saying. It's their own take. So I think it's good, and
it fits it.
But to be honest, I don't think the makeup was complete, and you didn't see the complete Joker of how he should look until not the very end, but basically the scene right before the end scene where he puts the blood on there. And I think that's that just signifies like, I am the Joker now. I'm going from like clean, proper Joker technically to like, I'm an anarchist, so to speak. And he just puts that blood there. I think that's what kind of shows off that was like his transformation right there. It was like the finishing touch on his transformation.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that they should just leave this movie alone. Don't make a sequel. Don't make anything else. No universe in it. Leave it. It is a gem. Just like how the Dark Knight trilogy was not fucked with, not tampered. The three are great. Besides, at the end of Dark Knight Rises, the worst part of the trilogy that almost ruins the entire movie. What's your name?
Why don't you go by your real name?
Why don't you go by your real name?
Robin.
It's like, are you kidding me? Just call him Dick or something. And if you don't know, the
Dick
first
Grayson.
Robin's name is Dick Grayson. I'm not just saying Dick. Or Tim, or Jason, or Damien, for Christ's sake. I don't even care. Just reference an actual name. His name is not Robin. Fuck.
Why don't you go by your real name?
That was so frustrating. Robin. So frustrating.
That's like going up to Bruce. Why don't you go by your real name? Batman.
Like, knee slapper. Like, fuck, man. No, thank you.
No, I would say that was probably the worst part of the entire trilogy.
Was so fucking awesome.
Besides that, I actually really enjoyed the trilogy. I will say everything of the Dark Knight trilogy is great.
Great. So great. Best superhero movies ever. Anyways, I would give the Joker movie a 9.5 out of 10.
9.5? Is 9 out of 10 out of 10 for you?
No.
I'd probably do the same.
Probably, 10 out of 10 is Star Wars New Hope.
He's completely joking, by the way. Don't get me wrong. All Star Wars movies, I don't hate any of them, but we're getting on Star Wars again. But I just need to say this, A New Hope, I feel like maybe just because you watch it so much, it just gets boring. But back to Joker, I'd probably, to be honest, I don't know if I'd give it a 10, but I'd give it a 9.5. I really would. I can't really elaborate on why, but it just doesn't feel like a 10 out of 10.
We agree on this?
I think we agree on this. Although I don't agree on not ever making a sequel, if they find a way to make it properly, I totally am down for a sequel of actual Joker. Because at this point, it was just this was an origin movie. We got a movie of him actually being the Joker, maybe having something else go on, or like what they were saying, they want to make a universe equivalent to this Joker in Batman and make it something close. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, I know this is far-fetched, but I thought about this, and I thought this would be kind of cool. That it like leads into the Heath Ledger Joker, but it can't because they showed the death of his parents in Batman Begins, and then they had like the Joker guy kill his parents in this one.
Oh, you're
so
right.
they can't lead them in together. But I mean, they could Robert
They
Pattinson
could
Batman,
retcon that. Just kidding. Yeah, Robert
pull a
Pattinson.
George Lucas and CGI him up. Joker
Yeah,
mask.
there you go. Perfect.
Fucking in, dude.
Dude, we are in.
Great movie. I loved it.
No, yeah, it was great. It was
Phenomenal.
100% great.
Highly
It was
recommend it.
phenomenal, for sure.
But yeah, this is our we have one segment now, possibly that mod segment we'll add in. Movie segment of the week.
Yeah.
Love the Joker.
Yeah, no, Joker I would for sure recommend. It's definitely something where if you're like looking for a happy movie, don't watch it. It's definitely a movie that kind of gets you down, but like in a good kind of way. And like it makes you uncomfortable in a good kind of way.
Yeah.
And I haven't really seen a movie that kind of done that to me before. Not that I can think of at least. Where I've watched it, I'm like, wow, I feel really uncomfortable, but like I want to watch more of it. Just because of how like I guess it can be pretty real, but like while still being fiction.
True.
But it's definitely for sure a good watch. Did the Oscars even happen yet? I don't think the Oscars did. He needs to win something, or the movie needs to win something.
What just happened? What just happened?
Golden Globes, I think. No,
not the Golden
Oh,
Globes. What's the music awards?
Emmys.
Is that the Emmys?
I think it's the Emmys. I don't know. There's so many different.
So, don't kill me and throw me on a cross for this.
Oh God.
But I think it's the Emmys. Billie Eilish won 5 awards, and then Lizzo won like 3, I think.
I don't even know who Lizzo is. I'm sorry.
Let's not talk about Lizzo on the podcast.
Am I uncultured?
All I know is that Billie Eilish deserved her 5 things. I think she's really good.
I actually do think that. A lot of people are like, at the beginning, it was funny because I've heard some of her songs. I'm like, oh, she's pretty good. And then like I saw some people like making fun of her like on memes and stuff. And then people all the comments were like, why are we making fun of Billie Eilish? She is great. And I'm like, you know what? I agree with you people.
She's just wholesome and doesn't try to be something she's not. And put,
That's
like,
true.
A false image out there for people.
That is very true.
Like my biggest issue is people on like Instagram where it's either the Instagram models that are like putting out a false image for girls that they have to look like that. Or the fuckers on steroids, which are literally all the fucking bodybuilders. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a natural bodybuilder. They have like veins everywhere and there's shredded to the gills. They're on steroids.
Yeah, their shoulders are like bigger than their heads.
It's putting out a false image to kids that they can be like that.
They need to be like that too.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's
not on a greater topic. What the fuck happened?
Oh, technical issues here. You should really call Geek Squad about that.
How was Geek Squad this week?
I actually got to leave an hour early. If you people want to hear... No, not today. Silly Frank. Yeah, silly mortal. It was yesterday. Well, technically it's like 3 a.m. right now. So, Friday. Friday, I left an hour beforehand.
Holy hell, it is
3 a.m. Friday, I left an hour beforehand, which is like unheard of for me because I do a lot there. Some would say some more than I need to. But I'm usually there like 2 hours after. So the fact that it was dead enough for me to be like, I need to leave an hour earlier because there's literally nothing for me to do here was like unheard of. There were literally 2 appointments, which it's literally usually fucking appointments from 10 a.m. all the way to fucking like 9 p.m. So it was just... It was really late, and I think it's because of Super Bowl, to be honest. I think what it is Friday people were like getting off work. They're like, we're going to fucking buy all this shit for the Super Bowl. We're going to get this set up. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because I can guarantee you after Sunday, after technically today, on Monday, it's probably going to be insane. Tomorrow's probably going to be dead.
The returns?
Well, yeah, actually, there's a lot of returns of TVs because people literally will buy like 75-inch TVs and be like, look at my new TV, guys, for the Super Bowl. Aren't I so cool? And then the next day we'll bring it back like, I can't afford this. And fucking like return it. We literally have like a wall of return TVs after that. It's
damn.
Crazy, dude. Yeah. If you ever go to a Best Buy after the Super Bowl, you'll probably see it near a Geek Squad somewhere.
Do you like your job?
I do. It's definitely a stepping stone kind of job. It's not something where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be a Geek Squad agent for the rest of my life.
What's the end game, bro?
I think Apple. To be honest, I do like a lot of Apple stuff, and I like the way their ecosystem and everything like that works. But realistically, I really don't know. I feel like Apple, I'll probably go there and maybe I'll be like, hey, maybe this is something I want to stay in, or I'll go there and be like, I don't want to stay in here. But I have literally AirPods, an iPad, and iWatch. What an uncultured swine.
You're
Apple
basically
Watch.
You're basically
an iPhone, and I'm basically Apple certified from being at Geek Squad. So
yeah, you are.
So I'm basically almost I'm
dream,
literally
bro.
basically an Apple employee.
Chase the dream.
Are we tracing the dream? Don't chase
dream.
it. Just trace it around.
Chase the dream. Excuse me.
But yeah.
On a greater note, Chicago has gone 8 days with no sun. The cloudiest spell in over 25
I think it's been
years.
11 days now.
Whatever. I'm just
Can I
reading
just say,
on WGN.
No, it's really kind of funny in that. So I watched this anime movie with Matt and my friend Alex.
Shout out Matt. Shout out Alex.
Shout out Matthew
God bless their
Dean.
souls.
Sakura Sunrise blog. I don't remember exactly the website, but he has a
Yes.
blog about anime. If you guys like anime, go look at his blog. He's actually very cultured, I will say. He is very good at reviewing.
We have to have him on because, like, the few times
he'll be
I've
on.
talked to him, he is so, like, insightful, and he's like a radio, like, master.
Yeah.
He's such an easy talker. As
for sure.
Like, he would literally come on and put me and you to shade.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So
He would probably dominate whenever that was. So whenever you see Matthew Undine,
his
Matthew
alpha
Undine,
energy is literally gonna fucking turn us into little fucking shriveled up betas. So
yeah.
Anyways.
That's true. We're gonna be like beta males. But I saw this anime movie, and it was literally about how in Tokyo it was raining for like 3 months straight or something like that.
that's so depressing.
And there's things called like it was supposed to be like a spin on some kind of supernatural thing that's like I think a Japanese lore probably.
Mhm.
I didn't really look into it, but it was like these things called like sunshine maidens or something like that. And it's like back in like the super old Edo Japan, stuff like that, but like now it's like the modern day version. And basically they just come out and pray and then the sun comes, but they basically are like sacrifices. But I was thinking like we need a sunshine girl to come give us some sunshine.
Honestly, sunshine.
Sunshine girl, where you at?
The weather has been so weird here because it's January in Chicago, and it's usually like negative degrees right now, like unbearable to go outside.
Literally last year, I think it was at this time like negative 50.
We were in polar vortex.
Oh yeah, it was negative 50, and like the what's it called? The power at Best Buy completely died. I was just sitting there playing my Switch for a while until they're like, "We can't get it back on. You guys are going home." I'm like, "Cool."
Nice.
Yeah, all right.
It's above freezing right now.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like kind of gloomy, and it's just awful weather for my work because I work right now. It's heat season for my job, so we have to bring heaters, but no one needs heat because it's not cold.
Right.
So I'm literally all week just sitting in the warehouse and just cleaning units and kind of just pondering my thoughts the whole fucking day. And I'm just like, oh my God, I had a boring ass week, dude.
That's depressing.
I mean, it went on a few times. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh.
Shout out! I had to pick up.
Shut up.
I had to pick up a thing. Excuse me. And I bought a Carhartt hat. I saw a nice one. I bought it.
Yeah, you saw. You had two, I thought. No.
Yeah, I got two now.
Very nice. They're quite a great brand, I will say.
Good episode, man.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think this is where we should end it.
It's pretty long. Before we end, my boy has made a meme page on Instagram. And shout out to him. I'm going to give him a well-deserved shout out. He's putting that work in. He's got 616 followers already. Follow my boy, Unhinged Meme, on Instagram. He's got the spiciest memes out there.
Spicy.
They'll make you moist. That's all I got to say. Hit him up. But with that, Half Past Sheev episode 2.
It's a wrap. He's Frank. I'm Mike. We'll hopefully see you guys in the next episode.
And in the wise words of our great, great Emperor Sheev Palpatine,
rest his soul. Do it. Do it.